While preparing for a visit to Madrid, I couldn't find much information on YouTube about Jose Rizal's stay in the Spanish capital. So I decided to create a video during our actual visit, tracing Rizal's footprints while in Madrid. I hope those who want to experience Rizal's stay in this great European city will find this short clip useful. Most of the information used here was culled from the Philippine Embassy's walking tour guide, which can be downloaded from the embassy website. Our starting point is the Facultad de Medicina de San Carlos, the medical school where Rizal matriculated. It is actually quite challenging to find because the building is now called Instituto Nacional de la Administración Pública, a government office. So even locals have no clue if you asked where Facultad de Medicina de San Carlos is. The nearest metro stop to this location is Anton Martin. If you're using Google Map, just plug in Calle de Atocha, number 106, Madrid, Spain, to locate the building. There's a marker in the corridor indicating that Rizal studied here. Next stop is Calle de Amor de Dios, number 13 to 15. It was Rizal's first residence when he moved to Madrid in September 1882. He stayed here until May 1883, sharing the place with Vicente Gonzalez, an old friend from his Ateneo de Manila days, mainly to save on rent. His allowance at the time was 50 pesos a month, which was further slashed down to 35 pesos due to bad harvests and the rising cost of lease his family had to pay for their farm in the Philippines. The third stop is Calle de Atocha, number 43. This was where the La Solidaridad newspaper was published. The paper was the voice of the Filipino expat community in Spain, articulating their desire for more Filipino rights and greater Philippine autonomy. Rizal's famous essay La Indolencia de los Filipinos, The Indolence of Filipinos, was first published in La Solidaridad. Contrary to what the title seems to suggest, the essay actually defended Filipinos from attacks that they were by nature lazy. The office appears to be available for rent or lease. Here's the marker indicating the information about La Solidaridad. The fourth stop is Viva Madrid, a restaurant and bar that's still in operation. If I was allowed only one stop to visit, this is probably it, because it was where Rizal used to hang out and ate his meals. You could feel his presence here. If you just enter Viva Madrid on Google Map, it should point you to it. Otherwise, the street address is Manuel Fernandez y Gonzalez, number 7. Next door, at number 8, was a place Rizal also resided from May to June 1883. Here's a marker indicating that Rizal and his friends used to hang out here discussing Philippine politics. This particular clip has a phantom image of a waiter entering and vanishing. I don't know if Rizal worked part-time as a waiter here, but I like to think his ghost made an appearance for our benefit. Stop number 5 is Hotel Ingles on Calle de Chegaray, number 5. This was where Rizal delivered a speech on Filipino patriotism that caught the attention of the expat community and the Spanish authorities. The hotel has kept its 19th century look and is a favorite venue for social events among Filipinos in Madrid. During the centennial of the Philippine Revolution, then President Ramos graced a gathering of Filipinos at this historic hotel. Here I'm using Google Map to show the actual facade of the hotel. Also on Calle de Echegaray at number 17 is where the Los Gabrieles bar once was. It's now a wine shop, Los Rosales it's called. Los Gabrieles was where the members of the Philippine propaganda movement used to meet and strategize. The seventh stop is Ateneo de Madrid, an exclusive club for men of letters and science, on Calle de Prado, number 21. Rizal went here to study English, read books, watched plays, and attended poetry readings. Next stop, just 2 minutes away from the Ateneo de Madrid, is Calle Ventura de la Vega, number 15, which used to house the Círculo Hispano, an organization comprised of Filipino student activists and their Spanish sympathizers. The ninth stop is the Congreso de los Diputados, formerly Las Cortes Españolas. This was where Rizal and other compatriots lobbied for equal political rights vis-a-vis Spanish citizens for Filipinos back home. The last stop in this cluster of locations is the Real Academia de Bellas Artes de San Fernando, where Rizal studied fine arts, including painting under the tutelage of Carlos de Haes, considered to be the first contemporary Spanish artist able to capture something of a particularly Spanish essence in his work. So the entire length of the walking tour is only 3.1 kilometers, barring missed turns, but the more leisurely pace can take up to half a day, since you'll want to take pictures, maybe shop, enjoy the sights along the way, and perhaps grab a beer or two in Viva Madrid. After this walking tour at the very heart of Madrid, I would suggest that you visit the Rizal Monument on the northwest side of town. The closest metro is Rios Rosas, which is 10 minutes away from the monument. The statue was built in 1996 and is an exact replica of the one in Luneta. This kind of reminds me of the photobomber building in Luneta. Fortunately, it's not directly behind the monument here in Madrid. In fact, behind Jose Rizal is an entire park, which is a great thing. The monument includes a Tagalog version of Rizal's My Last Farewell, a powerful poem he wrote the night before his execution, and a great read to conclude a walking tour of Rizal's Madrid.